Guys, today I will be sharing how to make choco torta. For the dulce de leche, I have 2 cans of condensed milk in here that I will boil for 3 hours, making sure that the cans are well submerged in water. If you can find the ready-made dulce de leche, that would be better because this is quite dangerous to make. Every 15 minutes, I refill the water because I want to make sure that the cans is well submerged. After cooking the dulce de leche, I let it cool completely. And then I've got 2 cups of hot water in here, 1 tablespoon of coffee, 500 grams of cream cheese. And this is tea biscuits, chocolate tea biscuits. Normally they use chocolina, but I can find that here, so I just use these tea biscuits. So to begin, we're just gonna combine the hot water and 1 tablespoon of coffee. Mix it well and set this aside. Let it cool down completely. This is our dulce de leche. When I cook this, I let it cool down, preferably overnight. So I'm gonna measure about 500 grams. The ratio of the dulce de leche depends on your cream cheese. So if you have 500 grams of cream cheese, you're gonna need 500 grams of dulce de leche as well. So the leftover dulce de leche, I'm gonna put in a container and then set this aside for later. Gonna need that later. Now to make the filling, we just kind of mix the dulce de leche a little bit just to loosen it up. And then we're gonna add the room temperature cream cheese. That's really important so it mixes well. So beat this until it is well combined. So you can see here there are lumps of cream cheese. So what I'm gonna do is to push that on the side of the bowl just to break it up a little bit. Then continue mixing until it is or the cream cheese dulce de leche is smooth. Just like this. Now I'm gonna transfer the coffee into a square dish so it's easier to dip the biscuits in here. So I've got a 10 by 10 square pan. You don't really need to use a pan if you don't have. So now I'm just gonna dip the tea biscuits into the coffee. We're gonna assemble the cake now. So dip the tea biscuits into the coffee. And then we're just gonna lay it flat onto the cake pan or mold that you have. Now we're gonna add the filling. I use about 5 packets of the chocolate tea biscuits. And now I'm spreading the filling evenly. And then we're gonna layer this up again. All in all, I've got 6 layers of biscuits and 5 layers of the filling. But it's up to you. Now this is my last layer. Press it to compact it. And then I've got a parchment paper in here, or baking paper, that I'm gonna put on top. And then I will let this sit in the fridge for about 5 hours, or preferably or overnight. For the ganache, we need 100 ml of cream, and then 100 grams of dark baking chocolate. Give it a mix, and then we will melt this in the microwave for about 1 minute, 30 seconds interval. So we're just gonna mix this until we know for sure that the ganache is smooth. There's no more lumps of chocolate. We're gonna set this aside to cool down as well. This is a double batch, so you don't need to make as much as what I have here. This is 200 grams of dulce de leche, and then I've got 2 cups of whipping cream. I'm just gonna beat this until it forms stiff peaks. So again, this is double batch. So because I'm making 2 batches of this cake, you only need half of this recipe. So now it's time to unmold the Choco Torta. By the way, you can decorate this the way you like. What I'm doing here now is optional. You can serve this as it is. Now I'm just piping rosettes on the top side of the cake. This will just be like a border for the ganache. As you know, like, piping is not my best talent. So now I'm just gonna put ganache on top, middle of the cake. And then just tilt the board to let the ganache spread. Just like so. Now I'm adding a little bit more of the whipped cream in here, just to add a little bit more height. And then I'm gonna decorate the top with strawberries. This is optional. And then I've got choc crispies as well, just on the side. Again, optional. And this is the finished product. Let the ganache set a little bit for about 15 minutes. It doesn't take long since the cake is cold. And then just to show you what it looks like inside when you cut the cake or the torte. Each time you cut, wipe your knife. And this is what the cake looks like. I hope you give this a try, because this cake is really good. You will not be disappointed making this. It's so easy to make as well. The only time consuming part is cooking the dulce de leche. But again, like I've said, if you can buy it, the better, because it cuts your work in half. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week. Bye!